Hi, Jane. Are you out right now?
Yeah, what's up?
Can you get me some sugar on your way back home? I guess Mom used it up this morning.
Sure, I'll get some for you. Anything else to get?
Do you mind getting me 3 cans of beer as well? And can you keep this a secret?
Okay, but you shouldn't feel guilty about it. I understand that you want to get drunk sometimes.
Well, I live with my parents-in-law. Plus, my husband doesn't drink at all, too.
True, he's a lightweight.
Mom and Dad don't drink much, too, so I feel sorry for drinking alone.
There's no need to feel sorry, Claire. They don't drink because they can't drink. I drink sometimes, too.
Yeah, it makes me glad when I see you drinking. But I don't think I see you going out for a drink often.
Yeah, I go out for a drink once a month, maybe. No, actually once in 2 months might be more accurate.
I can't go out to drink often because I'm married. But aren't you single, Jane? You should go out and play more often.
It's kind of embarrassing to say this, but it's too tiring for me to put makeup on every time before I go out.
I understand, but still.
You know I work from home, right? I'm really an introvert, and I honestly prefer staying at home. If my company hadn't called me over, I wouldn't be out now in the first place.
You wouldn't be able to meet your potential boyfriends if you don't go out.
I know. This is probably why I'm still single. I see you putting makeup on every day, even when you don't have plans to go out, Claire.
Of course I put makeup on every day. Isn't that normal for a lady? I can't imagine myself living my everyday life without any makeup on.
Hopefully I'll feel the same in the near future.
Jane, don't tell me that you go to the gym without any makeup on.
Yeah, I don't put any makeup on because it's close by. And it'll become messy anyways with sweat after working out.
No, Jane, you never know when you'll meet someone nice. You have to start putting makeup on from now on.
Maybe, if I don't forget.
Oh, Jane, you really should start thinking about your future.
Huh?
Are you going to live the rest of your life alone? What are you going to do after your parents pass away?
Don't worry, I wouldn't cause any trouble for you and my brother.
No, you don't understand. Marriage not always means happiness, but it would be hard to live alone with your career, Jane.
Well, it's certainly not a stable lifestyle. A self-employed person like me.
I don't think I'm in the position to judge, but you shouldn't depend on your parents too much.
You're right. I'm sorry to make you worry.
I'm glad you understand. I'm just worried, you know?
I do have a vague idea about my future, so don't worry. I might seem a bit sloppy, but I am saving money for my future.
That's nice to hear. And don't forget to get me some sugar on your way back home. Hey, Jane, have you done the laundry for me?
Yep, all done.
You didn't mix my laundry with the others, did you?
Yeah, I separated your laundry from ours, so don't worry.
Good. Also, get the food prep done so that I can cook dinner as soon as I get home.
Steak and mashed potatoes for dinner tonight?
Yeah, that would be nice.
All right, I'll be sure to prep the food. But honestly, I feel like I'm doing most of your chores recently. I think I'm doing all your chores for you this week.
Well, you stay at home, and it's not like you have a job. So I'm giving you housework to do. All the other family members are spoiling you too much, so I'm trying to provide you with some jobs to do.
I do work from home, but that doesn't mean I'm slacking off. Actually, I'm gonna get busier. So I don't think I can complete your chores instead of you from now on.
Be strict with yourself. You don't even earn much money from your job. You should at least help with chores and contribute to our family.
I think I bring a decent amount of money to the household, though.
I guess you believe it to be a decent amount. Even a child can earn more than you do. Aren't you embarrassed of yourself, living with your parents at your age?
I admit that I do depend on my parents sometimes, but I am taking responsibility as an independent adult.
You're definitely not independent enough. I'm embarrassed to have such an irresponsible sister-in-law. You should understand that you're an embarrassment to the family.
Excuse me? Did you just tell me that I'm an embarrassment? What did I ever do to you?
Your mother is really kind, but I overheard her the other day. I hope Jane finds someone nice to get together with. She wants you to leave the house, Jane.
Well, I knew that she was worried about me. But I've had discussions about this with my parents, and it's a private matter between me and my parents. So I honestly don't understand why you're so harsh on me.
I am your brother's bride, the only son's wife in this household, and I'm even living with my parents-in-law. I should have a say about family issues.
Yeah, but wasn't it you who wanted to live with our family?
You do understand that the younger generations nowadays don't have a lot of money to spend, right? I don't see any problems for us to live in your family's mansion where there's a lot of extra rooms.
We don't mind you living with us, but to make things clear, we never asked you to live with us.
Jane, are you even any use? I'm going to contribute to society by giving birth, but how about you, who's single? Living a sloppy life at your parents' house and bothering your parents? You seem to be an unproductive human being in society.
I'm certainly not married and don't have plans to give birth, but what makes you so frustrated about me?
I'm explicitly telling you this because no one words it clearly for you. I've asked my husband to tell you this, but he always says that you're very responsible. Everyone's definitely spoiling you too much.
If that's what everyone says, I think it means that I'm pretty responsible.
It's hard for them to criticize other family members. To sum it up, you should really understand your position in this household. You are no use in this household, Jane. At last, my husband, the only son of this family, will take over the family business.
I don't think so.
You're trying to take over the family business after all the trouble you caused for the family? Are you serious? Stop being so shameless. You're crazy. Did you know that? You should really understand that you're a useless parasite in this household. Jane, guess what I'm doing now?
Huh? I don't know. You were still at home when I left, right?
Yeah, I'm at home.
Mom and Dad are on vacation, and my brother's also on a business trip, so I guess you're relaxing at home?
Wrong. I'm cleaning your room, Jane.
Huh?
I'm packing your things so you can move out. Thank me later.
Wait a minute. What do you mean you're packing my stuff?
I decided that you should leave our house.
Huh? You decided without my consent? My parents and my brother are gonna panic if I leave without telling them.
I don't think they will. They'll probably thank me when they get home. Just leave and stop bothering your parents, Jane. My husband and I will be in charge from now on. We'll take good care of Mom and Dad, so don't worry.
All right. You really want to kick me out of the house, huh? Then I guess you'll have to pay $5,000 every month. If you can pay instead of me, I'll leave the house as you insist.
Uh-huh, $5,000?
Yep, the rent for this house.
Rent? Don't we own this house?
Nope, we are renting this house. We pay $5,000 every month for rental fees. My parents and my brother can't pay for our rent, so now that you're kicking me out, I assume that you'll cover for the rental fees?
Why? Why will I be paying for the rent?
That's because I'm in charge of paying the rental fees.
You're kidding. That's not funny, Jane. Oh, I get it. You're delusional and believe that you're the one who's paying the rent. Or are you trying to make things up so that you can stay in this house?
I'm actually paying the rent, though.
Stop it, Jane. Enough with the bluff. I knew you were a weirdo. No decent adult would depend on their parents and bother them at your age. Okay, I'll pay. Just leave the house already.
You said it. You'll regret it someday.
Claire, are you there? I know I'm selfish for saying this, but could you please come back home?
I assume you heard about the rent from my brother and parents?
Yes. They told me that you were indeed paying for the rental fees. I'm so sorry. I thought you didn't have a proper job.
Well, I never told you about my job. I didn't really mind being misunderstood by you, but I never expected to be kicked out of the house, though.
I am very sorry. I never thought you earned way more than my husband. I heard you earn money from stock investments and from many other businesses as well. I never thought you were such a talented person.
I'm not talented. It's just that I studied hard because I didn't want to go out and work.
Please, give me a chance to apologize for everything I did. Could you please come back home?
Well, I can go back to get the rest of my stuff I left at home. But I don't think I can bear living with you. Can you leave the house, Claire?
I'm so sorry, Jane. Please don't say that.
Claire, think about it. Do you remember all those insults and harsh words you said to me? I know that you weren't aware that I was supporting the household by paying the rent, but your attitude was really rude, Claire.
Yes, I'm very sorry for my rude attitude. If you had told me beforehand, I would have never done that to you, Jane.
Maybe I should have told you about my career. But I have my reasons. When people hear about the money I make, they start contacting me for their benefit. Even relatives try to take advantage of me. It's not like I didn't trust you, Claire. When you started living with our family, it had only been a year since you married my brother. So I was waiting for the right time to tell you.
I understand.
But after you started living with us, I noticed your change in attitude towards me. And you forced me to complete your chores for you, didn't you? So I decided that there's no need to tell someone so rude like you about my job. Plus, I knew that my parents and brother were telling you about me paying the rent.
I thought they were covering for you, so I never believed what they told me about you.
I don't look rich, do I? I usually only wear casual clothing, and I don't even buy stuff from famous brands. I stay at home all the time, so I understand you referring to me as a parasite living off my parents.
No, I never meant to say that.
But I don't think I depended too much on you or my parents to complete daily chores. I think I was pretty responsible about them, actually. You wanted me to leave the house considering your future baby, right? If I leave, there would be an extra room for the baby to use. My room was also the biggest room, so I understand.
No, Jane! I was genuinely worried about you.
I don't think so. I heard you complaining when my parents and my brother were away. If only Jane could leave, we'll have room for our newborn baby.
I'm so sorry. I was just being sarcastic. I'm very, very sorry, Jane.
I've been trying my best to maintain a good relationship with you, Claire. It was my bad that I didn't explain everything to you beforehand, but wasn't it you and my brother who asked if you can live with us in the first place?
Yes. I regret everything I did to you, Jane, so please don't kick us out of the house. I'll do anything for you. I'll be in charge of all the house chores. How about that?
Claire, I don't like it when people suddenly change their attitude. Like you said, I'm an unproductive human being who doesn't contribute to society.
No, that's not true at all. Considering your monthly earnings, I bet you're paying a lot of taxes, so I no longer think you're unproductive, believe me.
I believe you, and I accept your apologies, Claire. But I can't live with you anymore. Oh, by the way, my brother also told me that he would respect my decision.
No way! I don't want to leave this house. This is my ideal home.
I'm sorry, Claire. I don't think you can stay. I wish you and my brother the best of luck. If this is your ideal house, you could always rent something similar on your own.
But it's too sudden. My husband told me to go back to my parents' house for a while. He said he wanted some time to rethink about our relationship and our future.
Well, you kicked out your husband's sister, so his actions are understandable. I honestly think you deserve it, Claire.
If you don't forgive me, our relationship might end up in divorce.
I don't see a direct relation here. Your rude attitude and your action of kicking me out caused you to be in this situation right now. But your marriage issues are your and my brother's problem. I can't fix your relationship.
That's not true! If you can talk to my husband, he might view our relationship positively again and go back to when we were a nice, intimate couple.
I'm sorry, but no matter what you say, I won't take back what I said. When you just started living with us, you were respectful and kind. But then you started slacking off with housework, forcing me to complete your chores for you. And you never listened, even when my parents and your husband kindly tried to point out to you about your bad attitude. We don't need people who can't follow rules in this house.
I swear I'll become a better person.
Even if you did, I can't bear with you any longer. Honestly, you were the one who was dependent on your family. You should understand who really was the parasite to the family. After the incident, my brother kicked her out of the house, and she went back to her parents' house. At first, my brother wasn't planning to get a divorce. But when he showed her the new apartment the couple would live in, she threw a tantrum saying that she cannot bear to live in such a shabby house. So he chose to get a divorce. She was known to be a spender, and living with our family gave the couple some extra money to spend. But he seemed to have gotten tired with her spending habits that cannot be fixed even after he warned her not to spend too much money. Then she started pleading that she didn't want a divorce, and even visited our house crying, causing a scene in the house. My parents, annoyed with all the chaos she brought to the family, firmly rejected her plea, and my brother was able to successfully get a divorce. Our mansion seemed to be her ideal home where she always dreamed to live, so she had been uploading a lot of photos to her SNS accounts. My brother showed me her account where she had been continuing to upload her old photos taken in our house, and it was pretty creepy. She might be mentally ill right now, but I think she'll get better in the future when she runs out of photos to upload. Hopefully her obsession to our house fades, and I wish her a happy life away from our family. After the divorce, my brother started living alone, and he seems to enjoy his solo life away from his family. Living with our parents turned out to be a result of his wife's strong request, so he's currently enjoying his life to the fullest. I had a small chat with him when he visited us the other day, and he reflected that he learned a lot of things from his marriage with a bitter smile on his face. He also said that he was lucky to be able to discover his ex-wife's real personality at an early stage in his marriage. But the reason why his ex-wife became crazy was because I was single and lived with my parents. So I seriously thought about finding a partner for a while. But I realized that it's fate to meet the right person. It probably wouldn't turn out well if I pressured myself too much. I guess I'll try to go out more often and put some effort into meeting and interacting with new people.
Hey, Anna! Thanks for what you did for me. I really appreciate it. I'm probably going to ask you to do the same thing for me next year as well. Lisa, would you please stop? I never even said it was okay in the first place. It's not fair for your children either. I'm sure they don't want to spend the entire summer break at their relative's house. I'm sure that they want to spend some time with their mom and dad, don't you think? How do you know? Aren't you just guessing? You've never even raised a child before. How would someone like you know how they feel? It's true that I've never had a child of my own, but Tom and Mina both looked like they missed you. I tried to take them to as many places as possible so that they would have a fun summer. Still, they looked really upset towards the second half of the summer break. They'll be completely fine. We're going to spend the next 11 months living together, so I don't think they're going to be upset for long. It's better to make them miss me anyway. They'll behave and listen to me better that way. I'm sure you'll find out for yourself in the future. I didn't leave them with you for that long anyway. You ditched them at my place for an entire month. I think that's a very long time, especially for the children. Ditched? You make it sound so much worse than it was. Me and my husband wanted some time to ourselves to enjoy our summer vacation together. All I did was ask you to look after them while we were gone. I might be your sister-in-law, but this is just taking things too far. I didn't even say that we would be able to look after them for you. You just forced them on us. Do you not like them or something? You think that they're just a burden, don't you? I can't believe that you thought so badly of them. They're going to be so sad when they hear this. I never said anything like that. Stop twisting my words. I just want you to think of us before forcing them to stay with us. Me and my husband can't make any plans for yourself because of what you do to us. Tom and Mina also get really upset about staying with us every single year. I don't care if they're upset or not. I always make sure to explain to them why they're staying with you. It's not like I'm abusing them or getting angry at them. Would you please stop making it sound like I did something bad? That's not what I'm trying to do. It's just that we can't look after them for an entire month every single year. It's not fair for any of us. Well, then how about you tell the two of them directly about this when they come to stay with you next year? You can tell them to go and find another place to stay because you don't want them. Why don't you get what I'm trying to say? That's not what I meant at all. They're both really sweet and I love them a lot. Stop trying to make excuses. You're just trying to say that they're a burden in a nice way. I feel so sorry for both of them having to spend an entire month with an evil woman like you. That's enough. I don't want to talk with you anymore. I thought that you would at least thank me for looking after them, but it doesn't seem like you're capable of doing that. It feels like I'm talking to a brick wall. You don't understand anything that I tell you. You're the one that's making things difficult. I hope you try to fix your personality and the way you talk to people by next year. Hello, Anna. I'm so sorry for all the trouble she has caused you over the years. It's really okay. It's not something that you should be apologizing for anyway. We thought that you were looking after Tom and Mina every year because you wanted to. We're so sorry. It's okay. There was no way for you to know. Lisa lied to you and said that I was unable to have children, right? It would kind of make sense why you would think that I wanted to look after them for an entire month. I was really shocked when I realized that was all a lie. I can't believe what she was doing. Anyway, we're going to be looking after them this summer, so you should plan out the summer for yourself. It's been a while since you've had a free summer, right? Now that you're divorced from Andrew, I guess you can spend the summer doing whatever you want to. I'm sorry for causing a lot of trouble for you and your family. You were always on my side and very kind to me. Thank you so much for that. It's no problem at all. You really did nothing wrong. Andrew and Lisa are the ones that caused you trouble. We should be the ones apologizing to you. They tried to force you to do all sorts of things just because you were a housewife. I'm really thankful for what you did to me. If you didn't force him to sign the divorce papers, I don't think I ever would have been able to get away from him. Please stop thanking me for what I did. It was the right thing to do. You were the one that had to go through all the pain and suffering. I hope that you can live freely and enjoy your life from now on. Thank you. I'll do my best to live a happy life from now on. I actually enjoyed spending time with Tom and Mina, though. They're both really cute and funny. It makes me sad to think that I won't be able to see them anymore. If that's the case, then you should visit us over summer. I'm sure that they'd love to see you, and I would love to see you too. I think that I would really enjoy that. I wanted to visit you in previous summers, but I just didn't have the time. It's okay. You don't have to worry about it. I know that you were busy looking after them. I was a little curious as to what Mike thought of her making me look after their kids over the summer. I thought that he was a very caring and good father. Yeah, I'm a little curious too. Maybe he was being tricked by her like I was. I'll explain everything to him when I get the chance to talk to him. Either way, you don't have to worry about any of this anymore. Leave it all to me. Okay, thank you so much. Please let me know if you ever need my help. I'll come over to see you guys in August. That's great. We'll all be looking forward to seeing you. Hey, Anna. How are you? I kind of need to ask you a favor. I want you to look after my kids from today. Wait, what? Are you serious? There's no way I can do that. It's way too sudden. It's kind of an emergency. I left them both outside of your apartment, so can you let them inside? What did you just say? Are you insane? How could you do that to your children? Where are you even going all of a sudden? Couldn't you have taken them with you? No, I can't take them with me, unfortunately. I'm going on vacation from today. We were meant to go a little later, but the flights were so cheap today. And make sure you don't tell anybody about this, okay? Not even Mike. Wait, what? Aren't you going on the vacation with him? Yeah, I am. It's just that he's not really in a good mood recently. I don't really want you to talk to him about this, okay? You better listen to what I say. Please find someone else to look after them. I'm not even home right now, and I won't be for a while. You should have asked me in advance if you really needed me to look after them for you. Why are you being so difficult about this? I'm asking you because you've looked after them plenty of times before. I'm going to be asking you the same favor again in the summer. I need you to look after them for a month like always. You're a housewife and don't have kids. You must have plenty of free time. Also, you're my stepsister, so you should be happy that you get to help out a family member. Actually, I'm not your stepsister anymore because I got divorced from your brother. Wait, what? You guys got divorced? Yeah. The reason I'm not home right now is because I was handing in all our divorce papers. The divorce is official now, so we're pretty much just strangers to each other. You can't be asking me for favors anymore. We're no longer family. Also, I don't really want to stay in contact with you anymore, so please stop texting me so often. Are you serious? You guys got divorced? That's so annoying. None of that matters right now. Do you realize what's going on? You need to go and pick up your children before something happens to them. It's already dark outside and you just left them there, right? They must be really scared. I can't go and pick them up anymore. It's too late to turn back now. I'm sorry, but would you be able to go and pick them up instead? I don't know who else to ask. I told you I have other things to do, so I'm not going home for a while. It's still going to be a couple of hours before I can go home. You must still be close by, so turn around and pick them up. They must be really scared and worried. You need to cancel your vacation. That's not possible. I am definitely going on this vacation. I think they'll be fine being left there for a couple of hours anyway. You can let them inside when you go back home. Are you serious? I thought that you were their mother. That's it. I've had enough. I'm going to contact Mike and tell him to go and pick them up. What did you just say? You can't do that! Don't you dare! Why are you panicking all of a sudden? I know that he actually cares for them and will go to pick them up immediately. I'm calling him now. Stop! Don't call him! I'm going to go and pick them up right away! I'll do as you say, so please don't say anything to him about this. Are you sure? Yes, I'm sure! I've turned around and I'm going to go and pick them up. Why are you acting so weirdly? Isn't he the one driving the car you're inside right now? He knows about what's happening, right? Of course he knows, so don't worry. It's just that he resorts to violence when he's in a bad mood. He does? I didn't think he was that kind of person. I panicked because I'm really scared of him hitting me again. I'm sorry that I panicked and said some weird things. I'll go and pick up my children as soon as possible. I really didn't know about that at all. I'm sorry that you had to go through that kind of trauma. It's okay because I'm used to it. To tell you the truth, I actually wanted to take Tom and Mina with us on our vacations in the summer. The only reason why I leave them with you is because he wants to go on vacation without them, and he doesn't like it when he doesn't get his way. I see. I didn't know about that. I'm going to leave you to pick up Tom and Mina, okay? Please go and pick them up as soon as you can. I'm on my way. Hey, it's an emergency! I can't find them anywhere! They've disappeared from where I left them! What do you think I should do? Do I need to report that they're missing to the police? It's okay. You don't need to worry about them. They're with Mike right now as he went to pick them up. What did you just say? I called him just in case, and to my surprise, he picked up immediately. I thought that he wouldn't answer because he was driving the car. I told him about the entire situation, and he was really shocked about it all. He told me that he would immediately go and pick them up. I was so confused because I thought that he was with you. Are you telling me that you knew what was happening? No, I really didn't know. I called Mike as soon as you told me that you had left them outside my apartment. He was about to get on a train to another city for a work trip. I managed to contact him just before it was too late. He immediately canceled his schedule and went to pick them up. So you're telling me that you knew that he went to pick up the kids already? Why did you make me turn around if they weren't going to be there when I got there? You wasted so much of my precious time! I only did that so he could check who you were planning to go on vacation with. I'm pretty sure it's another man, right? Wait, what? Are you serious? Is he waiting for me around here? He told me that he was going to take some photos as evidence. He said that he wanted to hit you in the face, but that would put him at a disadvantage in a lawsuit. Where is he? Are you sure that he's here? It's already too late for you. He just told me he got the photos. The text messages that you sent me are also very good evidence as well. You guys set me up for this! I can't believe it! How long did it take you to plan this all out? We didn't plan any of it. How are we supposed to know that you would suddenly drop off the kids in front of my apartment? All of this happened because of what you did. If anything, you should be angry at yourself. I am not going to forgive you for this. You better be prepared for my revenge. I didn't do anything wrong, so I wouldn't bother trying to do anything to me. Either way, I'm glad that we managed to get some solid evidence of you cheating and treating your kids so badly. You really should stop lying about everything as well. I didn't do anything wrong! I also never lie. What are you talking about? I know that you were telling your mom that I was unable to have children even though I loved them. You were telling that same lie to Mike as well, right? You knew about that? Yes, I did. I actually enjoy taking care of Tom and Mina, as they're both very sweet. What I didn't like was the story that you made up about me. You made it sound like I was begging you to have them over at my place for the summer. Mike told me that he was planning to complain to me about it this summer. He was going to say to me that he wanted to spend the summer vacation with his children, and that he wanted me to stop asking to have them over. Okay, I'm sorry that I lied to them about that. I was getting tired of taking care of the kids all the time, so I wanted some time to ourselves for the summer breaks. That's the only reason why I had to lie. Apologizing to me at this point isn't going to change anything. You should probably apologize to your husband before apologizing to me. You've been cheating on him. I'm not cheating on him. I just happened to be catching up with an old friend. Stop with the lies already. You were planning to spend the night with the guy as soon as you found out he was going to be gone for a work trip. The only thing stopping you was the children, so that's why you abandoned them. You really are a terrible person. I feel sorry for the rest of your family. Shut the hell up! Did you just call me a terrible person? You better watch your mouth. I was getting stressed out at home and needed some time to relax. I'm not saying that you shouldn't rest and relax from time to time. I'm telling you that it's not okay to abandon your children and cheat on your husband. I guess you're right about that. I'll admit that maybe what I did today was a little wrong. Humans make mistakes all the time, so I think I deserve to be forgiven. You're making it sound like you're the victim. I apologize for what I did to you, and I'll make sure that it never happens again. Would you please forgive me? I will not. I know that you want me to talk to Mike so that he would forgive you. I am no longer part of your family, so I will not interfere with private matters. You need to talk to him directly and sort this out between yourselves. I'm begging you to talk to him. I know that he won't forgive me if I ask for his forgiveness. I know I screwed up. Help me, please. I'm sorry, but I can't believe any of the words that you say. If you do really feel sorry for what you did, then I suggest that you start by trying to improve your trashy personality. She was asked to get a divorce from Mike the very next day after it all happened. She also lost her parental rights for Tom and Mina. He demanded that she pay for child support and tuition for both the children. She didn't have any savings and had to borrow money to start paying him what she owed him. She tried to ask the guy that she was sleeping with for help, but he ran away as soon as she got divorced. She had nowhere to live and her entire family cut ties with her. She ended up moving out of the city soon after, and currently I have no idea where she is. Tom and Mina were taken in by Lisa's mother. After a little while, Mike moved in with them, and they are currently all living together. I visit their house from time to time, and they all seem to be living a happy life together. The two kids have grown so much every time I visit them. I'm really glad that they no longer have that toxic person as their mother. It's nice to see them really smile from the bottom of their heart. Looking back, I'm glad that I called Mike right away when she had left the kids out in front of my apartment. What a difference one phone call can make.